Yo, Still Mills, what's the deal, man? I'm leaving the little basketball court with my kids and my niece and nephews, and I'm heading to the crib right now. Kick my feet up, man, and relax for the rest of the night. But peep game, man, we got to get into this shit, man. Man, listen, we got to talk about Tevin Farmer and William Zepeda. Look, y'all, I want to sing Tevin Farmer praises before I get into any soliloquy or anything like that, man. Tevin Farmer, as I stated in my last video when he fought Murataya, he's still a world class fighter. He's still a world class fighter. For him to come up in there and arguably beat two top prospects. No. Contenders. For him to come in there and beat arguably two contenders in the division, fresh off a pro box bout. You know what I'm saying? Like, he lost his belts, about what, 2-3 years ago. For him to come in there and put on those type of performances, there's no way you can tell me that this dude is not capable of winning a belt at 135 pounds. There's no way you can tell me that. Not in good faith. Not in all seriousness. That dude is still slick. For him to drop William Zepeda, the counter punching is there, the defensive prowess is there, the footwork is there, the jab is there, everything is there. There's no way you can tell me that this dude is incapable of winning a belt at 135 pounds. For all the bloviate niggas do about the slick black American shit, that his name never gets mentioned. I'm gonna keep saying that. Him and Danny Jacobs' name never get mentioned. They'll mention Shakur, they'll mention Devin, they'll mention Andre, just because these dudes circle the perimeter of the ring. At least even Shakur Stevenson takes half steps back. I had to get that off though, man. But as far as William Zepeda is concerned, William Zepeda is ready. William Zepeda is ready to significantly step up the competition, man. The dude is, that's scary pressure. That's scary pressure. It's like you only muffle his offense for one round. His offense only got muffled for one round, and after the second round, he came out guns blazing. The dude, it's just ridiculous. It's almost, you almost have to question whether this dude is juicing or something like that, bro. There's no way somebody should have that type of gas tank. You throw over 1,000 punches and you land 48% of them. So that's telling me punch placement is on point. Punch placement is on point in front of a slick fighter. He's finding the target. There's no way you, man. Listen, because I'm in the midst of arguing with some dudes right now, where it's, just, oh well, he ain't got this. Like, he's just like Shakur would just go in here and run over this dude. I don't see that fight happening like that. That's a competitive bout. Why? Because styles make fight. First, let me just listen. William Zepeda, he gets dropped, he gets up, he goes right back in the kitchen sink, and then, Tevin Farmer, he's able to string together a couple of rounds, man. He drops him off the counter left hand. And the next round, he's launching that left hand. He's throwing the straight. He's throwing the uppercuts, the up jabs. And what I liked about him in the first round is how well he controlled him with the jab. Tevin Farmer, I'm talking about. He controlled him real well with the jab. Every time William Zepeda would look to advance, he's popped his head back with the jab. He did a lot of good work in that first round. Second round, it got out of hand. Fourth round, he got it. He regained control. I think he won another round or two after that, and then after that, it was just downhill momentum for William Zepeda. But even in those, when it was downhill for William Zepeda, he's still finding countering opportunities. He's still making it a competitive bout, bro. He's still making it a competitive bout. And in the last round, you could argue that he won that round because he strung together. He launched like 4 right hands, and they all landed. The thing was though, Tevin Farmer would hit him, and William Zepeda would double and triple his workload in one exchange. So yeah, Tevin Farmer would land that big hand. He landed 4 big left hands, in that last round, but he just overworked. It was just a work overload. I don't get how people don't understand that pressure busts pipes. And when you are a dude who is a slick and defensively minded fighter and your defense first, and you have to completely control a fighter for you to get comfortable enough to look for countering opportunities, that is a problem for someone who is throwing 1,000 punches in a fight. That is a problem. And it's that much more of a problem when he's landing almost half of those 1,000 punches that he's throwing, plus punches. That dude is a problem. That dude is a problem. That dude is a problem. And he uses your defense against you. Because there's only so much slipping and dipping you're going to do. There's only so much slipping and dipping you're going to do, man. I like the punch placement is there, man. If you keep slipping and dipping, you get up under a hook, he's going to plant a fucking left, right, or he's going to plant a hook right in your liver. That shit hurts. That takes all the air out of your tires where you weaving and trying to get up out of the way of shots. You get up out of, you evade a shot and eat fucking leather while you in defense. This dude is a fucking cheat code. There's no way this dude is able to throw that many punches and not gas out. That's the type of she that made everybody ask a question if Manny Pacquiao was if he was on the up and up or not, if he was juicing or not. William Zepeda is ready. If you ask me, he's been ready. If you ask me, he's been ready. If Giovanni Cabrera was ready, he's beyond ready. He's game for anybody in the division. Only, like, put it like this: I'd be a lot more worried for him in front of somebody like Tank because of the style matchup. But as far as, the Sugarfoot fighters like a Shakur Stevenson and shit like that, that is a dangerous fight. It's more dangerous for Shakur than it is for William Zepeda. And I'm not saying that, Shakur can't beat him. And I'm not saying that William Zepeda will beat him. I'm saying it's dangerous for Shakur. Because if you got people forcing you to your back foot and you're uncomfortable with opening up, even when it's time to counter, the counter punching, you let your hand come so far in between this shot and the next shot, it's gonna be hell standing in front of that dude. It's gonna be hell. It's going to be hell. Niggas is just so they're so enamored with this, this slick American, this slick black American fighter that they can't see anybody beating him just because a nigga use a Philly shell and they circle the perimeter of the ring and they take half steps back and they just, they're counter punchers. They just can't see anybody coming, beating them niggas because they just that's what they're accustomed to looking at or what they've been accustomed to looking at since the Floyd Mayweather era. And when you have somebody come in and contradict that, and they're not gonna allow you to just do that shit comfortably, and even me presenting the idea just got niggas in the tailspin. I'm like, yo, do y'all are terrible at analyzing fights. If you can't see how William Zepeda can go in here and beat a Shakur Stevenson, you're being completely dishonest. You're being completely dishonest. Completely. You dig? A lot of you don't need to be no defensive wizard all the time. You don't need to have the most immaculate feet. He's defensively competent enough. His hands are heavy enough, and his work rate is undeniable. It's unfucking deniable. So yeah, man, he put a damn good, and that's another thing that he was doing, man. After he started adjusting to Tevin Farmer's counters, and he stopped stepping in behind the jab so much. He's still letting his hands go, but he's at a range where he can touch you, but you can't counter the shots that he's touching you with, or that he's just throwing. He's not giving you those same countering opportunities. That's intelligence. This is not no dumb pressure fighter. This dude is a quality operator in the ring. Y'all have to get out of this mindset that just because a nigga is a back foot fighter that he's automatically going to beat a dude who's just front foot dominant. I thought Canelo was going to wash Golovkin. Until I was like, oh, yo, this shit is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Y'all got to get out of that mindset, man. Williams Zepeda is possibly the most dangerous fight for Shakur. No, not even possibly. Williams Zepeda is the most dangerous fight for Shakur Stevenson at 135 pounds. Since he won't fight Keyshawn, because Keyshawn, but even Keyshawn's work rate is not as high as Williams Zepeda. I just think Keyshawn is a bigger puncher than Williams Zepeda and a better counter puncher. Williams Zepeda is Shakur Stevenson's biggest threat in the division. Easy. It's not even, I don't even think anybody could argue that. That is his biggest threat in the division. And I'm not saying that he beats him. I'm saying that he can beat him. I'm not saying that Shakur loses. Because Shakur can definitely beat him. But you cannot sit here and ignore history. You can't ignore somebody who's ran from fighters in the ring, or not run. I don't like saying running, but they have a reluctance to engage with somebody who's a big puncher. Williams Zepeda is a big puncher. Good punch placement and pressure. Stop playing with this dude. Stop playing with this dude. That was a damn good fight in there tonight, man. This afternoon. That was a damn good fight between the two of them, man. And I do not want Tevin Farmer to get discouraged. I want that man to keep on keeping on. That is the dopest thing in the world. He got his beautiful black lady over there, keeping him, just keeping him encouraged. I'm not gonna let you hang your head low. You keep your chin up, because that dude is on the precipice of getting the title. I know that for a fact. There is nobody who can tell me that man cannot get a title. You put Dennis Baranchyk in front of fucking Tevin Farmer, he gonna beat the ever living shit out of that dude. I have no doubt in my mind. All the champions: Shakur, Tank, Loma, Baranchyk. I wouldn't mind seeing him with any of them dudes. And I don't think that if you do have to favor the other fighter, it's not by much. It's not by much. I'm talking 55-45 or something like that. 64 50-50. It's close to a 50-50 fight, if not a 50-50 fight. That dude displays the type of slickness that we don't see from this current crop of fighters, or the last crop of fighters, because everybody want to be slicksters. Everybody want to just stay on the back foot. Nobody wants to get hit. They want to swim and not get wet. Tevin Farmer stays in the fray with you. Tevin Farmer is going to follow you out. Tevin Farmer is going to back you into the rope. He's going to put his body on your body and force you to the rope. He's going to tap the body. He's going to control you with the jab at mid-range. At mid-range. You keep your head up. I mean that, Tevin Farmer, you keep your fucking head up. You stay in it. You good, bro. You good. Because you got an argument for both of them fights, both of your last two fights. You got an argument that you won those fights. One of the judges gave you the fight. Don't tell me Tevin Farmer is not a fucking world-class fighter. I saw that as soon as after the Raymond Murataya fight. I'm like, yo. He's game for all of the champions at 135 pounds. He can beat all of the champions at 135 pounds. He can. So, yeah, that's all I got to say about it, man. Shout out to both of them. I'm going to be real. I'm glad that Williams Zepeda won, because I think Williams Zepeda is the dude who can, give Shakur the biggest issues. And that's the fight that they're gunning for anyway. I think Williams Zepeda is the biggest threat to, to Shakur Stevenson. I think Shakur Stevenson is the biggest threat to Tank. You see how this goes? I think Tevin Farmer can upset the both of them. That's an interesting division right there. So I want Tevin Farmer to stay encouraged. I don't have the words that I'm trying to find the right words to say to show you how much I admire this dude, and I just can't do it. Please stay encouraged. Do not get discouraged. You got your lady in your corner. She holding you down. You get your ass back in the ring early next year, my nigga. For real, for real. That's all I got to say about it, man. Y'all stay righteous. I got to get in the house and shower, yo. Deuces.